Sports app and get closer with additional camera angles, driver stats, and track information. You can watch live anywhere on any device. Find out more at NBCSports.com/live. Look at Matt Kenseth, the focus that he has behind the wheel. Take a look at the hands moving here on this first qualifying run. We've seen a little bit movement there, but we ride along with him and take another look.
Watch this right here. Watch this huge adjustment right there.
And the 18 being pushed back into the garage. Marty, what's up?
They had a water leak, Rick. Remember, this is a backup car for Kyle Busch and his race team, and there was water all up and down pit road. That was from the 18 car. You cannot run the engine like that. So they were able to get that one lap in, but they're going to be done for qualifying, pushing the car back to the garage. We'll see if we can get a word with Kyle or Adam Stevens as to exactly why the water leak happened. But a water leak in the 18, and they'll have to call it quits for the rest of qualifying.
So 24th will be where Kyle Busch will start. Again, take a look at practice. This is how it happened early in practice, coming through turn 4.
Coming to get the green the first time on the racetrack. So big moment right there. Hard impacted to the wall. Had to get the backup car out. It makes me wonder when they plugged the cool-down unit in after the first run if something was damaged in the water system at that point. I mean,
or not tight. Perhaps they had to change engines. So they unload the backup car, they get on the racetrack, but then to present that car, they may have put the engine in from the original car. Perhaps there was an engine change, perhaps just a loose-ish line, or some damage. We'll have to follow up on that, but 18 will be unable to continue. Once you go behind the wall, Rick, we're all done qualifying. So he'll start in the 24th position, assuming nobody else gets on the racetrack.
28-20 for Kenseth. Logano on the track now, trending in the green. This will more than likely be sub 28 seconds, and it is 27.98 for Logano. Denny Hamlin just taking the green. Keselowski running in the red again compared to Logano's times. We see the sparks once again. It's just a little bit darker here at Texas.
So Hamlin had the same trouble we've been talking about. Just could not find the bottom, getting into one. Got tight. Got up in the second groove, hit that bump real hard, started bottom out very aggressively.
And loose. He hangs on to him. Wow, that thing got loose coming out of 4.
Yeah, I don't think the lap time is as big as a concern for this 11 car as much as it is they still have this car.
Yeah.
Because I thought for sure we were going to see a second Joe Gibbs car head to a backup.
Take a look at this coming out of 4.
Right there, the car gets way loose. Really good save. And at that point, you know, you're just saving the race car. You've forgotten about making a lap time. Really nice job saving the race car. Huge difference between qualifying probably 23rd and having to get a backup car out.
Yeah.
Denny said, I'm tight in the center of 1 and 2. He said, I'm obviously wrecking off of turn 4.
He did everything but hit something.
Yes, he did. What a great save.
And remember, with 7 minutes left, the 11 has the opportunity to come in and make adjustments and continue. We'll see. It's going to be hard. As these tires get older, it's going to be harder to put good laps together as Carl Edwards jumps to the top of the board.
That's teammates to Denny Hamlin. Logano, Kurt Busch, they're the top 3. Kenseth is 5th. Denny Hamlin 9th of the 9 that have been on the track. Kevin Harvick now to the top of the charts. 27.82.
Rodney, full of enthusiasm. I love Rodney on the radio. Winning, losing, that's his. You know, that's Rodney. I pick on him, but he's very, engineer, even-keeled engineer, and that's consistent on the radio.
Gilbert's the third big run. I think that'll be enough to stay there. I think that'll make the top 12 for sure.
I was a little surprised to see Logano not run as quick as he did in the first round. You know, teams in the first round that went out twice picked up speed. So I thought they could at least match their lap times from round 1 as we see McMurray running a 28.26 down at 9th. He ran a 28.13 in round 1, so he slowed down a little over a tenth of a second.
What's Stewart doing here? Must have had an event in 1 and 2 and
Yes.
just bailed out.
More Truex Jr. rolling
And that's the best
onto the
play.
track.
If you have a big issue,
That's right.
you may as well shut it down, keep wear off the tires, come in, cool it back down, and take another shot at it. 5.5 minutes left to go. So, you know, that's the right play.
I love this right here. Up the track, the 78 coming to get the green, trying to get the momentum built up. You saw the big spark. That really shows how bumpy this track is right in the middle of the corner. And you see trending into the green, he did what he wanted to do. He carried more speed down the front stretch than Denny Hamlin did and continues to track through the green through 1 and 2.
He's gaining on all the way down the back straightaway. Now he knows he has a good lap going. Got to make sure you don't overdrive turn 3.
The concern, though, is he's compared to Hamlin, who had run a 79. So I'm not sure where this lap is going to really guarantee Truex to move forward, although he's making a lot of time off turn 4. A 16, I agree with you. I think that's going to be good enough.
The quickest. Marty, what's going on with the 18 team?
Well, Rick, I think needless to say it's been a frustrating day for Adam Stevens and the 18 team. What happened here, Adam?
Well, I think it's a byproduct of pounding the fence before we even complete a lap in practice. In our hurry to change the motor and on the drivetrain afterwards. Apparently we didn't get the lower radiator hose completely clamped on the water neck out of the block and proceeded to dump all the water out that went on pit road after our first run. So we're going to start 24th and get after it from there.
All right, a frustrating day for these guys. They will do the best they can Sunday afternoon, starting 24th, as Adam mentioned, but not a good day for the 18.
Well, he's saying all the right things, but you see with how he's saying it, how frustrating that is for the crew chief. You see the water coming out of the 18 car there in practice. They had to change that engine. And just from behind from the get-go, we talked about what an accident could do, and this is the example. Behind from the get-go, forcing other mistakes.
You guessed it right. You guessed that could have been the problem. That's just unacceptable, right? I mean, a team like that can't make that mistake. And I'm going to tell you, I think they got lucky. If that happens on the racetrack, if that lower hose comes loose on the racetrack, you're getting another car out.
Absolutely.
You were wrecking another car and getting another car out. So in a bad situation, it could have been worse.
And that's the conversation they need to have. And I know, listen, this isn't intramural sports. This is big-time sports. This is NASCAR. This is the top-tier auto racing in the country. You're a mechanic on these cars because you're expected to be able to perform these engine changes and complete them to a satisfactory level. You're expected not to have accidents and wreck race cars. I don't know what it means for that to happen, but the simple fact is now we've seen 2 mistakes, 2 compounded mistakes. Where does that end? This could be the type of weekend that eliminates Kyle Busch from the chase.
The other good thing about it, you know, if you look at the bright side of things, is that it probably did not damage the engine because he said it happened on pit road. So the water didn't come out of it when the engine was running. So there's probably not another engine change required. So if there's another engine change required, they'd have to start at the back. So that's probably not the case. Bernard way up the racetrack. I thought it was going to kill his time, but it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it was going to.
And Jimmy Johnson down the backstretch he goes, but in the red, quite a bit slower than Casey Mears.
I'm sorry, how about Paul Menard with this run? Starting to see some signs of speed out of RCR. Paul Menard with the new crew chief.
Eric Almirola also on track. There's 3 now. Actually 2. We know Kyle Busch is not going to end up making it onto the track, so 2 still that have to go.
And remember that Alex Bowman had to run a couple times.
Who was that said was rated in turn 2?
I don't know, but Alex Bowman is getting ready to figure it out.
Eric Almirola may have been saying it as he just comes off the track.
That is the opposite of what you want, Jeff. Right about high to come up to speed, but breathing the gas doesn't help.
Yeah, killed that speed. You showed that Martin Truex Jr. had speed getting into turn 1 when Bowman to 12th is already, slower than he needs to be just because of that bobble off of turn 4.
Yeah, we see right there, though, he did a nice job of not overdriving the corner, gained the lap time back, now it's continuing to trend in the green. Can he get to the bottom of 3? Oh, no, at part throttle. This is not going to be the 3 or 4 he's looking for. You see the tracker hovering right around 300s. I don't believe the 88 is going to jump into the top 12.
16th for Alex Bowman. And now everyone that we have expected was going to take a lap has taken one, as Danica Patrick back out on the track for her second run here in the second round.
was off. Tony Stewart go back out to try to make another run, and once again, he backed out of the lap. So both of his runs in this second qualifying session, he did not complete the lap. With 28 seconds left, he's done.
Only one car at speed coming across the start-finish line right now. That's the 11 of Denny Hamlin. So Hamlin's going to try again. And he made it before the red and black were displayed, as does the 1 of Jamie McMurray. Dave.
When Denny first came in after that big moment, he said, Wheels, his crew chief, I'm not sure I want to risk it again for another run. Wheels reported later, we've wedged you up. You can tell us what that means, Steve. He doesn't think it will help turns 1 and 2, but he thinks it'll help get through 3 and 4 and maybe advance to the final round.
Well, he didn't get to the final round, but he did improve his position to the 17th spot. Just surprising. It's not what we expect to see out of this JGR camp. The 18 have mechanical issues, the 11 not fast enough, and then on the flip side we have Carl Edwards and Matt Kenseth both in the final round.
13th through 24th is now set. And eventful round 2 for the 18 and the 11. The 18 behind the wall because of a water issue, and the 11 coming out of turn 4, sliding